Buenos días, familia. Good morning to everybody. Oh my God, I'm so honored to be here. You guys are an intimidating group, and let me just say, we're going to be really hard to follow our brother there because I don't do what he does. I can't do the being in front like a pastor would. But I'm going to do my best to honor the work that's being done by our members, and I would say, to honor not just the work of our members here in Texas, but our 2 million members through the United States and Puerto Rico and Canada. President April Barrett was supposed to be here today to speak. Unfortunately, she was not able to make it. We had a death in the SEIU family, and she had to be there for that. But other than that, she would have loved to be here because she's truly committed to the work that we're doing, not just here in Texas, but in the South. So just wanted to make sure I get that out of the way. I'm not April Barrett, but I will do my best to channel our president and talk a little bit about the work that SEIU is doing. Looking around this room, I see a lot of friends. I am so thankful to be here with so many national and Texas labor leaders. I want to give a special thanks to the Texas AFL-CIO, Rick, Leonard, and the entire team for bringing us together. It has never been more important than it is today for us to stand together, to fight together, and to organize together. Because together we are powerful, and together we are strong. Let me say what we all know right now. These are some dangerous times. The current administration in the United States is attacking what we care about. They are attacking immigrants, the right to free speech and due process, racial justice, and the very idea of equality and equity. They are attacking our institutions, our universities, teachers and students alike. They are attacking everyone who defies them. They are attacking Medicaid, which impacts workers as well as children, seniors, and people with disabilities. They are trying to end birthright citizenship and use the military to deport millions. They want to end asylum as we know it, which means that more than 2 million people who were here legally in the country when Trump was elected will lose their status and could be deported. These attacks go beyond attacks on immigrants. They are attacks on the rule of law and our democracy. This is not just about immigrants. It is a test of what we will accept. In Trump's America, anyone can be taken. In Trump's America, anyone can disappear without due process. In Trump's America, no one is safe. But there is another story emerging in America. People in the United States are pushing back, are saying no. Not in my America. When ICE arrested our own David Huerta for daring to stand with immigrants in Los Angeles, people were outraged. Protests that began in LA spread across the country in support of David and in support of immigrants and fundamentally our democracy. Many of you in this room spoke out. The labor movement acted as one. I want to thank all of you who supported David and for the immigrant rights and due process. But as my brother David will say, this was not about him. It was about standing up for everyone who has been abducted by ICE. I want you to look around and see what I see. Our power is in our unity and the belief that we are greater than fear, greater than the hatred. We have the power to unite this country around common beliefs and values. We are greater than all of those who will divide us. SEIU is determined to block the worst of the attacks. Right now, SEIU members and allies are on a bus to draw attention to immigrant detention centers where thousands of immigrants, and in some cases, citizens, are being held. They are on their way to Texas right now. And I, as many of you, will be joining them as they come through Texas. These centers are run by private prison companies with little to no oversight. We aim to shine a light on the unsavory business practices of these places and to expose the human rights violations that are happening in the camps. And we continue to be at the forefront to fight to protect Medicaid, and we will not stop. Wherever we can, in the courts, in the streets, at the workplace, we are using our power to block the worst of the attacks. But as we all know, the best defense is our offense. And for us in the labor movement, that means growth. That means organizing. We have to become stronger. We must build worker power by keeping our foot on the gas and winning. The work that we are doing to organize workers is part of how we stand up. It's how we build power. At SEIU, we have a bold 10-year goal to unite 1 million workers into our union by building powers in places that no one thought that we could. The thousands of rideshare drivers in Massachusetts who want the right to form a union are building power. The Union of Southern Service Workers, bringing together Black and brown workers as part of the long history of civil rights and labor struggles in the South, are building power. Fast food workers in California who want $20 an hour and a seat at the table are building power. Starbucks workers who are now negotiating their first contract are building power. And right here in Texas, we are building power by organizing janitors, security officers, healthcare workers, and airport workers. We are building power by raising wages. We most recently worked with Harris County to pass a new living wage policy that raises the minimum wage for county workers and county subcontract workers to more than $20 an hour. And in a breakthrough, wages will rise every year according to the MIT wage calculator. That means we don't have to be coming every year to ask them to raise the wages. This will just be a set thing. That is amazing. Through organizing, we will build an economy and a democracy that works for all, not just for the super rich. But we can't do this alone. It is going to take all of us. This is what this moment calls for. This is what members need and demand. And we will not stop, and we will not back down. We will not stop until everyone in America has access to health care. We will not stop until we win a future where no worker lives in poverty. We will not stop until we protect every immigrant family. We will not stop until we win racial justice. And we will not stop until every worker can join a union. Courage comes from acting together, from celebrating our victories, victories that reinforce our sense of power. When we stand together, we can fight together. We are unstoppable. When we fight, we can win. So let's go and do it. Thank you so much, everybody.